So you've decided to sell your house, and whether you contact me or contact someone else in your particular area, let me go through the process of selling your house. The first thing after contacting us and we meet with you at the house is, for what I would do is actually talk to you and ask you questions, because I want to know why you're selling the house. Because I can't offer you a good solution if I don't know what your situation is and the challenges you are facing. So the more I know about your challenges, the better solutions I can present to you. So in the beginning, I will be talking to you and asking you these types of questions. So once I understand your situation, the next step would be to take a look at the property, starting with the basement, first floor, second floor if there is any, and then all the way around it on the outside. And then typically my partner and I will gather our notes and do some number crunching and such, and most of the time we can do it right there when we're with you at the first meeting. And then we will talk to you about the options. We'll talk to you about the numbers, the figures and things of that nature. Now, in most cases, numbers aren't everything, especially if you're a senior and your children are helping you make the decision, or your children are making decision for you, or your children are out of state and they have logistical issues. They may even be out of the country. So there are things that need to be dealt with, such as cleaning out the house, who comes in and gets the personal belongings, and the timing. Sometimes if you've hurt yourself and you can't go back home and you have to go to a senior living community, the timing is very important, because you don't have time to wait around for the house to sell to know how much money you've gotten. The senior community, they may have an opening right then and there, and you have to take advantage of it, but you need to know what your finances are. Again, that's another reason why you don't go through the traditional route of a realtor, why somebody like myself who buys homes in 10 days or less would be a very advantageous resource for you. So we go through all of the different aspects of the sale of the house: price, timing, terms. When I say terms, sometimes people don't own their house free and clear, and they have a capital gains issue, so they don't want all their money in front, at the closing. So we talk about that, those issues. Now, after going through all of that, we will present to you all of the options, and then we will work with you to come to some type of agreement. A lot of times people are very stressed out and they just want to get something done right then and there, so that they know that what their future is has for them. So as people who actually buy the house, we're ready and prepared to make you an offer even on the first visit. We are the actual buyers of the house. We are not, again, the realtors, and we're not what are known as wholesalers, people who put the house under contract and then go out to see if they can find somebody else to buy the contract. And if they don't find somebody to buy the house, buy the contract they have with you, they may not even show up for the closing. That's not us. We actually are buying the house, and we'll close on it, and I will get into that a little bit more. So we come to an agreement on the entire purchase of the property. And when we do that, we use, to put it under a formal purchase agreement, we use what is known as the WB11, all right? That's this document. It's a 10-page document that every 99.99% of every realtor uses, every attorney uses, title company uses, lenders use. They all know the WB11 that's created by the Wisconsin Real Estate Examining Board. All right, it's a standard within the entire state of Wisconsin. So what I'd like to do is take a moment to describe this document, because a lot of people are not familiar with, most sellers are not familiar with it, and so I can go through and talk to you about the high points. And I will pause at this moment so that if you're not interested in the WB11 in great detail, you can stop and go to the next video about the selling process.